Permission to Party kicks up again in 2026. Huntsville, Alabama, January 15th. January 16th, Columbia, South Carolina. The 17th, Charlotte, North Carolina. And Augusta, Georgia, January 18th. Avoid scalpers and go to BertBertBert.com to get your lowest ticket price.
Kathy Lee Gifford still talks with Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby. I don't judge them. Jesus. It's marathon week, everybody. Shut the fuck up, Mona. God, man, our dogs drive me nuts. They started barking in the middle of the night last night. It's marathon week, and I still have a cough, and I don't know what we're going to do about that. I don't think I'm going to get much sicker than I am right now. I've been running. Look, here, let's backtrack, because I think this all should start with the shaming of Tom Segura. Tom Segura talked out of his ass. That's what he does. He doesn't think things through. Oh, I could roller skate a marathon. But then when push came to shove, he just started backing out. Slowly but surely, he started backing out. I don't know. Are we really going to do this? Are we really going to? Tommy Skates doesn't really want to do this. And I know you're probably thinking, Bert, don't stoop to him and push his levels. They always attack you, and you never attack them. You always take the high road. But look, I'm running the marathon. You're right. You're right. I'm better than that. I'm much better than that. Let's just say what's happening. I'm running the marathon Sunday. I perform tomorrow night in Grand Rapids, and then I'm off to back to LA on Saturday. I land on Saturday. This is where it gets tricky because I probably will want to drink on the plane because my flight's at 5:45, so I'll probably bring some roadies. I don't want to drink the night before my run. I want to sleep sober. I want to sleep good. I don't want to take a Xanax. I want to just sleep. So I'm going to try to exhaust myself all day. I got to pick up my race packet Saturday, and then bam, that race starts. I think 6:55 is when my corral starts. What's your plan, Bert? I told you, Bertle the Turtle, slow and steady. My main thing is keep moving forward. In this marathon, keep moving forward. Shuffling your feet like it's stripes. Just shuffling. That's all every day. I'm gonna go on the plane today. I'm gonna make I'm on the flight today. I'm going to definitely drink on my flight today. I've been actually looking forward to it. I might get on the treadmill this afternoon. I might run Friday, but I'm not running Saturday. When I ran my half marathon, I didn't run at all. You're like, wow, this is a fascinating podcast, Bert. I'm glad we're doing more solo ones of you just talking about a fucking marathon that I've heard nonstop about. But look, I'm excited, okay? I just have a meeting. I had two meetings. I had a meeting with my team yesterday and then a meeting with my financial team today. And all I could think about was this goddamn marathon. And then in the middle, someone goes, so are those investments comfortable? Are you comfortable with those? And I was like, I'm thinking about the marathon. And then he goes, oh, my buddy made race tats, which are tattoos that I'll show you. I'll pull them up so you can see them. Race tats. The first time I pulled them up, by the way, it was just black power, white power race tats. Yeah. But this is race tats. My buddy JV did them. And they're basically... It's your pacing that didn't come up. Fucking images. I'll show you what they are. See? You're getting all the race tats. These are numbers. That's not what this is. It's, I couldn't find, I wonder if it's in my messages. Did my messages come in? Nope. So anyway, it's race tats. It tells you the elevation and the pacing and the miles, which is really important because they say the Los Angeles Marathon is a thinking man's race. Let's see if I can find the course map for you so I'm sure I've Googled it. I've Googled everything I have up here that I've Googled this past week. There's James Michael. I just had him on the podcast. That was a great podcast, by the way. I really enjoyed it. This is the seating for my show. This is the show. I Google my shows. There's Something's Burning. We're going to talk about that in a second. We got a new episode and then race tats. I guess it's not coming up. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, the LA Marathon's a thinking man's race. I'll pull up the course so that you can see what I'm talking about. LA Marathon course. And the elevation's kind of fucked up. So take a look at this. Tell me what you think. Wait, where's the elevation at? Great podcast, Bert. Great, really great podcast. Great podcast, Bert. I really like the course elevation. There we go. Here we go. Here's the elevation for the course. I just found it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so here it is. For the LA Marathon, not to go back. It starts at 600 feet. Not a ton of elevation change, but 300 feet between friends is a lot. And then by mile 3, it drops all the way down. So the first 3 miles are going to be a fun 3 miles. It's down by the stadium. You're just running down through, I think, Echo Park and just going all downhill. And then throughout downtown, it gets a little hilly. You climb back up. You're up and down. Here's where it gets really good. Now, it's pretty flat from mile 7 to mile 13. And at mile 13, mile 14, we're at the Comedy Store. This is where we'll get our second win. So I'm running it with Jesus Trejo, is running it with me. At mile 14 is the Comedy Store. We're going to stop, take a picture at the Comedy Store, running the marathon, of course. I'm going to take pictures throughout and post them all day to Instagram. I'm going to make this fun. I don't want to race. I want a sightseeing tour through LA. Do something. We're going to do a picture at Grauman's Chinese Theater, Dodger Stadium, Olivera Street, Little Tokyo, Echo Park, Musso and Frank's. I love Musso and Frank's. The Walk of Fame, Hollywood and Vine, Pantages, the Chinese Grauman Theater, Whiskey A Go-Go. We're going to take pictures at all these, but at 14 it starts going downhill. And it goes downhill hard, and then kind of slow climbs up through Santa Monica, which will be a fucking bore. At mile 20, it starts climbing up. That's when you hit the wall. And, of course, the wall is mile 20 to mile 24, 23. And then at 23, all the way to the end, it's all downhill. So the last 3 miles will just be a fucking cruise downhill.
I like that the Comedy Store is like halfway. So once you get there, you can go, okay.
Yeah. Comedy Store's halfway.
Like. Yeah, that's cool.
And then this is the map. It shows you that first little 6 miles sucks dick. It really does. It's going to be a rough 6 miles. But then we're all just flat running all the way until we get to the store pretty much. And then once you're at the store, it's all downhill from there until it's back uphill. Anyway, I got to play this. This was going viral today.
What is it?
DJ Envy.
I don't know what that is. I haven't heard of it.
And then we'll end on this because I got to get out of here. I got to get a plane. Okay. DJ Envy walks out of the Breakfast Club interview. Let's see if we can find this. I think on Twitter it'll be easier. But and you know what's so interesting is I'm so into hip hop, and I'm so into the hip hop shows like Sway, DJ, The Breakfast Club, Hot 97. I think Hot 97 is Hot 97 is not in The Breakfast Club. That's Ebro. He was trending today. So my buddies.
Oh, Deezus and Miro.
My buddies Deezus and Miro. And by the way, I have vested interest. I'm fans of theirs. I know I've explained that guy who explained fandom to me on the last podcast with James Michael, but I'm fans of theirs. I'm fans of theirs because I found them, and they made me laugh. I was introduced to them by my buddy Vincent, and they made me laugh. And then they made me laugh every morning. Every morning I watch them and I get a kick out of them. They're irreverent. They're young. They're hip hop. They're New York. They're just really cool guys. And then I literally fought to get on their show. I was like, I want to be on their show. And I know Stay in Your Lane is like that's like the coverall of 2018 with Trump and whatnot. Stay in your fucking lane. But man, I did it, and I probably wasn't their best guest they've ever had, but it was funny shit, and I get a kick out of them. So they go on, and they talk shit about everyone. And here's the crazy thing is they really promote New York radio because they talk about New York radio all the time on their show. They have a show on Viceland that airs everywhere, and they always talk about Charlemagne and frickin' DJ Envy, and they just blew up Charlemagne the other day because what's the girl's name? The black chick, Monique. Monique went on and called out Charlemagne and kept calling him by his street name. It was awesome. Monique calling out Charlemagne was like so badass because Charlemagne was cool about it. He was a little pissed, but he was like, and she said stuff like, "Don't worry, the streets are coming for you," or something like that. You know, I'm paraphrasing. You don't stand behind your black women. Trust me. And it was fucking intense. So then this morning, hang on, let's see if we can see so I'll tell you what happened. So I'm not going to show you the call out video because that's not interesting, but what is interesting is DJ MB walking off set. Deezus said something about something disrespectful about DJ Envy's wife. It was very light, by the way, in my opinion. It was just like, she knows those DJ Envy checks because she was like, I don't know him as DJ Envy. Like, I know him as my husband, which is what my wife would say. And then he goes, oh, but she knows those DJ Envy checks. It was just basically saying, like, yeah, it wasn't even a slam. Like, if you said to my wife doesn't know the machine, my wife does know the machine. But if she's like, I don't know the machine, my kids don't know the machine, and then Deeza said, yeah, but they know those machine checks, I would be, but that's a little bit of difference, and I would say between black and white, but I think in age of men, is like some men don't like their families talked about at all. Like, it doesn't really bother me. I think if you make fun of my kids, it would hurt my feelings, or I'd be like, yo, bro, why would you do that? But if you talk shit about my wife, I'd probably join in, but things are different. And definitely, I know this in New York hip hop radio stations, you don't talk about people's kids or their wives. You do not. I know that. I know. And Miro comes on and says he doesn't like anyone talking about his wife. But it's a respect thing. And I think it's a tad bit cultural, but Kevin Brennan just did it to this guy, which was a great fucking video. Great video on Jim and Sam. He just did it to this guy who said, I'll fuck your daughter. And Kevin Brennan was like, what the fuck? And stood up and tried to fight him. Now, that's a little more intense than what Deeza said about DJ Envy. He just basically said she knows those checks. And I think his wife was upset, going like, I love him. I'm not here for the money, But then this is what happened, okay? Hold on 1 second.
You can just let that slide, though, and then it won't even be
No,
an
but,
issue.
but it's a hip-hop show.
Okay, yeah.
Hang on.
I see.
Hang on.
You dig your own grave.
So that's DJ Envy walking out.
You dig your grave.
Now watch Charlamagne. This is why I love Charlamagne.
Like, you just don't leave
Look at him.
stuff alone, bro.
Look at him. Look at him.
Yo, every just walked down here. I mean, not for nothing. No, we doing a 5-city tour. So
Brilliant branding.
be sure to check that
Jesus.
out. Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Staten
Don't
Island.
get to that. Hold on. Please put the camera on Envy's chair right now.
That's why I love Charlamagne.
Light skin, you hear me? Bro, why is he so tight?
By the way, that's an interesting slam. He said that N-word is light-skinned, as if he can't take... I was like, what? Is that a new insult?
I guess any mention
I ain't not see him act like that. I didn't know that was coming.
All right.
Light skin instead of not having thick skin.
Yeah. This is them defending it.
Subjective. Like, if you call my wife a bitch, to me that's disrespectful.
My thing is,
If you make a
he
joke
just pressed
about
us on us. He just pressed us on air about it. We apologize. The shit should be over.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong for
And
that?
I get it. It felt like a harmless joke, but to him, people don't really know their whole story. So people I think what it is that people probably do say, oh, she's just with him for the money all the time. But he probably felt like, we cool. Y'all come on the show. And Gia definitely has held him down from the beginning.
Yeah.
I love what I love about hip hop.
We thought we was cool. Because we joke on.
I love in hip hop when they're like, they have to use hip hop phrases to speak about things. Gia has definitely held him down, and you're like, it doesn't sound as cool when I hold you down, boo, But I gotta hear. So I obsessed about this morning. I saw the walkout. I love Jesus and Miro, so I'm watching them on anything they're on, and then I see them get called out, and they were very repentant. They apologized. I think part of them was like, it is a joke. I think they were standing behind that. That's what upset him. And then I think, in DJ Envy's defense, and by the way, I am the only one defending him. Black Twitter is tearing him apart.
Really?
20,000 tweets about DJ Envy this morning at 6 a.m. when this went down. 20,000. He went viral quick. And everyone was tearing him down. And I'll defend DJ Envy in that I think they were having fun and he was still upset. And he was just being like, I think he was like, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a breather. I don't think he thought it would turn out to be what it is. I can't believe I'm talking about these, but look, this is what I'm obsessed with. I do love hip hop. I don't talk about it much. I love stand up comedy. I love vacationing, and I love booze. That's what and running marathons. So I think that's all the stuff I've been Googling. Let's take a real quick once over and see if there's anything else. The Tom Ari stuff, that was James Michael. We'll close that window out. Oh, let's see what's going on real quick in the entertainment news. I love doing this. Mm-hmm. I love entertainment news. I could really be an entertainment news biographer. Rihanna Snapchat says app made a joke of 2000 Chris 9 Brown assault. Okay. Don't really care. I'm just shocked that guy has a career.
Oh yeah, you watched this documentary, huh?
Yeah.
And then you were like, I feel so bad for this guy. Wait a minute.
Yeah, that documentary was a fucking fluff piece. Hitler had a very comparable one where he shot it up as his dacha where they brought his dog up. Did you ever see that?
No.
Oh, they brought it. So they were trying to change Hitler's. Like they wanted to they're like, your brand's a little rough. We want to kind of make you a little more like user friendly. So we're not none of the Heil Hitler. That seems aggressive. How about this? How about we get you a dog? So they got Hitler a dog, a shepherd, German shepherd, and they bring it up to his dacha. By the way, Norm Macdonald's special was called Hitler's Dog. So he talks about this in this. I don't know if he talks about this. I think he talks about something else. Anyway, they go and they're shooting video of Hitler and the dog's coming close and there's no sound in it. And I'm sure they're like, Hitler, pet the fucking dog. And he's like, huh? I've never done that. I've only killed them, exterminated them. And like, pet the fucking dog, Hitler. And he's like, oh, okay. So he reaches down to pet the dog, and clearly it's Hitler's dog. He knows the guy behind closed doors. He's had a few run-ins with him when he's had a few steins of beer, and the dog just goes, and whimpers away from Hitler, and it backfired. But the Chris Brown documentary, and by the way, I'm just saying, like, hold the line, people. If you're not going to be cool with people beating up women, then it's got to be all people. Like, I don't hit my wife. I don't hit anybody. I don't hit people. How about that? We also don't hit people. I don't like people who hit people either. But like across the board, across the fucking board, okay? It's the thing that fucking frustrates me about this. It seems like it's got a little selective. American Idol, Katy Perry didn't sexually harass him. Whoa. By the way, Katy Perry, I would like to play a game called Sexual Harassment or I Have a Heart On. God, sexual harass me all you want, Katy Perry. She is so fucking hot. Danny Boyle says he's writing and directing James Bond 25. I'd be cool with the Black James Bond. Tomb Raider, Perils of Blockbusting. I don't really care. Minaj, Drake, Travis Scott, Juju, Smith-Schuster, Twitch viewer. Okay, don't care. Oh, that's the Twitch. I don't really understand Twitch. I know young Jamie does it. Yeah.
You watch people play video games.
Yeah, I bet that's fucking fascinating.
It's not.
Willy Wonka's star was on Jeopardy and the internet was so shook. Oh, he broke the internet. I hate fucking lame sayings like that. Slide into Monday is like, it's stale. It's staleness. If my kids do that, I get mad at them. So, but that ass be like, oh, fuck off. Don't ever, I hate those sayings. I hate broke the internet. Oh, shit. Bert Reynolds still considers Sally Field the love of his life. By the way, I'd pay to watch that porn. Sally Fields is one of the hottest fucking women alive today. Still, she's still beautiful. A lot of people say Leanne looks like Sally Fields. I don't see it. New Avengers Infinity War teaser is released. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's royal wedding. Everything you need to know. I don't need to know any of it, actually. Am I invited? Nope. I know that they invited like 900 pedestrians. Shout out to Prince Harry for fucking marrying a black chick, right? Dude, I love that guy. He's so much better than William. He's my favorite. And by the way, this is the same guy that wore a Hitler costume to a fucking party in Vegas. Yeah.
As a prince?
Dude.
What?
Yeah, I'll pull that up right now. No, I'm
so
certain that's true. I might have made that up. Prince Harry, Hitler. I'm sure the fucking royal.
Prince Harry, Hitler.
Prince Harry goes Nazi. Yup. You see it? He wore a Nazi costume. Here, take a look at that. Do you see that? He wore a Nazi costume to a party. He looks like one of those desert Nazis, though, and you can't blame them. They were just fighting a war in Africa, right? All right, where were we at with entertainment?
I just looked up Sally Fields, and she does look like Leanne.
Oh, really?
Yes. They look so close. They have like the same smile, brown hair, eyes.
Harper Lee's estate sues over Broadway version of Mockingbird. Harper Lee just died. Harper Lee apparently was her last book came out allegedly was like a raging racist. But she was just a woman that was born in the South in the fucking teens. So I mean, it was like, yeah, what did you expect? She was progressive for then. Georgia does this thing. Georgia's reading To Kill a Mockingbird, and so Georgia will do the voice that is the narrator. I think what's her name? Jin is the brother. Scout is the narrator, and she will do Scout's voice in an old Southern accent, but she'll tell the story in ridiculous ways and go, Capernia. What's the, type in To Kill a Mockingbird, Capernia. I made me a waffle out of a flip-flop this morning, and I took a bite in. I smacked Jen as hard as I could across the face, and I said, Jen, this is the best damn waffle I've ever had made out of a flip-flop. Capernia said, Boo Radley. She'll tell stories, and it makes me laugh so hard. What was the Capernia?
Yeah, Calpurnia.
Calpurnia made me a flip-flop waffle this morning. Me and Jen didn't want no sweet butter on it. Robert De Niro says he won't stop criticizing President Trump. Scott McCreery discusses 5 more minutes success. Don't know who he is. Kendall Jenner pushes back on rumors about her sexuality. Don't really care. Jennifer Lopez on her Me Too moment with the director. I was terrified. Dude, what the fuck, man? Who was the director? I haven't been abused in the way some women have, but I have been told by a director to take my shirt off and show my boobs. Yes, I have. I did it. But did I do it? No, I didn't. Yeah, I've been told, I've been asked to take my shirt off. I'm a guy, so I don't really care. But there is weird casting things like, and then you don't know if they're doing it. And by the way, she doesn't have like huge boobs. So like.
Who asked J-Lo to take their shirt off? Like, don't you know?
Well, there was a time she wasn't J-Lo. She was just a dance. She was just Jenny from the Block.
Right.
Yeah. Kathy Lee Gifford still talks with Harvey Weinstein and Bill Cosby. I don't judge them.
Jesus.
I have no words for that. I have no fucking words for that. I still talk to Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. I don't judge them. Oh. Chris Cuomo, he's off. He's doing mornings. I think he's going over to NBC to the girls' party they got going over there. Or fucking Cardi B. I don't know anything about Cardi B. I'm keeping her out of my brain. Escape to Margaritaville. Oh, that's going to be fucking awesome. By the way, I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan. I'll always be a Jimmy Buffett fan.
I got really sick in Vegas from his margaritas.
Oh, drinking too many of them or food poisoning?
Yeah, drinking too many of them. It was so sugary and so sweet that I felt like complete dog shit when I got back to the hotel.
My car picks me up in 45 fucking minutes. I don't think I'm going to have time to run. Maybe I'll run hard for like 30.
Just run on the mic and just explain to us how you're doing.
I'm just kidding. I wish. I talked to let's see who's on Hot Ones. I was looking up Hot Ones the other day because of this project we're working on, and I was looking at their cast. Pretty badass.
He's killing it.
He really is. He's awesome, man. I love Sean.
Yeah.
And then let's just hit up YouTube real quick and see what's trending on YouTube, and then we'll wrap this up. Jesus and Miro. It's all I have. Charlemagne versus Monique, the Joe Budden podcast. This is all TK Kirkland. They were talking about whether or not black people find Chappelle funny. And so there's a genre of comedy that is like black comics. Like TK Kirkland's show, you've never seen anything like it in your life. I stayed one night to watch him. He's really funny. He's got, the streets love TK Kirkland. Like, they love him. And I mean, I'm trying to say that the right way, but like, his shows are all black, but it's, when you see an all black audience like that, it's not like a white audience. Like, they sit differently in their chairs, and they're getting up and walking around, and they are talking, but they're not being disrespectful about talking, and they're paying attention. It's really fascinating. It's very different than a white show. And I think, Faison Love came out and said, N-words don't like Dave Chappelle. N-words don't laugh at Dave Chappelle. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. He said the real word. And so then TK Kirkland came out, and he actually defended Dave. He said that, yes, mostly he was playing to white audiences when he was younger, but that was the business. That was how the business was shaping him. But when the Chappelle show came out, that then black audiences embraced him because it was funny. And I think everyone embraced him. But I think everyone really discovered him on the Chappelle show. And by the way, I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not saying one side or the other is right. I will say personally, I can't tell you if black people thought he was funny because I'm not black. I've always found him funny as fuck. That's all I'll say. Al Pacino's playing Joe Paterno.
I have a question.
Shoot.
You were there at that like 6ix9ine guys fight, right? At the airport or something?
Yeah.
And you posted about it, and then I remember looking him up, and I was like, this is intense. This guy is weird.
Yeah, he's a weird dude. By the way, everything I Google is so fucking. Look at how I just Google like anything black guys do. That and eating contests and Rogan. Yeah, I pulled up when the fight was ending, and it was fucking chaos. It was legit chaos. And I saw the cops talking to the other guys, and I saw them cops following the other guys in. I mean, it was like, just to put it in perspective, I was almost, when I checked in my bags curbside, and then I got in line for security, and I was with him in line for security. So that's how close we were to the fight. But then, and then this is, I made a mistake, but I was celebrating him a tad bit on Instagram because his album was coming out Friday, and this was Wednesday or Thursday. I was like, oh, of course he gets. I was like, I bet he staged that fight. I bet he hired guys to come out. TMZ was there. TMZ caught all of it. It's all on TMZ if you want to see it. And I mean, I can pull it up so you see it. You're like, why won't you pull it up right now, Bert? 6ix9ine TMZ. And I was like, what a genius guy for staging a fight. And then, that's so smart. And then everyone was like, so like, by the way, I'm pulling up right now in my car as this fight's happening. Dun, dun, dun. Come on, TMZ. But, and then a bunch of people texted me and they're like, yo, the Mexican mafia is after him. Like, don't call him a genius. You don't know who you're supporting. Like, a lot of people came after me and were like, Bert, you don't know what you're saying, man. He's not a genius. He molested a child. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. Like, it was my Instagram stories. Like, I don't really like the guy. I'm just telling you.
You're not like a fan of him.
Here. By the way, 6ix9ine this is him, Tekashi 6ix9ine, the guy with the yellow hair. He kind of gets worked in this fight. Look, watch this. Watch your boy right here take his jacket off. Oh, I guess this is going down. Let me put my jacket inside then. No, we're not done. No, we're not done. Watch this. He gets punched. This was the fight. By the way, I'll tell you when I pull up. Right here. Bam! Not a hard hit. Okay? Now, by the way, these two guys are working Tekashi 6ix9ine's posse. And Tekashi 6ix9ine's running around like, I want to do something. And then all of a sudden, he gets worked. Here, watch him get thrown. He goes to fight the guy, and the guy tackles him and throws him. Okay? Now I'm pulling up. Okay? Oh, he just kicked him in the face. By the way, those two guys... Whole lot of gang shit. Okay, ready? Now, right now I'm pulling up. See if you see Bert in the reflection. I'm right to the right, by the way. I'm right to the right. That Cadillac was still there. Here we go. I'm watching them. I'm watching all of this. Oh, come on. Am I in my car right there? I'm watching all of this happen. By the way, they did talk to him for a little bit right there, so maybe I was a little later. But
don't close that.
Don't close. Oh, I just froze it.
Oh, okay.
It's saved.
Okay. Cool.
It's 11:21. I think me running today is not going to happen. Maybe I can push my car picks me up in an hour. If you're wondering, I'm getting these albums sent to me. I mean, so many, it's ridiculous. So keep sending them. I'm not. By the way, I don't have the heart to break some of them. Like, I could never break this Steve Martin album. I could never break it. It's like I like him too much, and I want to listen to it. Buddy Hackett, I love Abbott and Costello. I love Johnny Carson. Dude, these are the best bits from Johnny Carson. Whoever sent them to me, I got his name. His name's, hang on one second. Oh, the Bert coins. I want to talk about that real quick. I thought you might enjoy these vintage comedy albums to put in your man cave. Thank you, Sean Hartman. I appreciate it. These are really cool. Wheeler Walker, Cheech and Chong, and then Don Ho. That's when everyone starts sending me other ones where you get like Don Ho. Like, really kind of, I wouldn't mind listening to Don. I might have to get a record player now.
That'd be sick. Get
a record player in here and just listen to Ari's records, the ones that are left. Someone sent me a double album of Wilco because they know I'm a Wilco fan. I was like, I can't break Wilco. I like that.
That's an expensive stack of records right there.
This is probably $1,000 worth of records.
Maybe, yeah. There's a lot of them. Just say that they're all $10, maybe.
They're not. Records are $20.
Oh my god!
And the double albums are like $60.
Whoa.
Yeah. So keep sending records. Maybe I'll start a record collection and just blow Ari's mind. I know how I am. Like, look, obviously I'm taking a ton of free content, and so I enjoy it. I'm a fan of Jesus Miro because of all the shit they put out online. I love it. So I just want you to keep enjoying it, and hit up Tom today and let him know that he's a Welcher, and that you kind of were let down in him, that you really always believed in him, that you thought that he was the hero. He was the guy that you could really understand because he did the hard work the right way. He did the hard work the right way. When he lost weight, he followed Joe's diet to a T. He didn't Mickey Mantle Gene it and just not eat for fucking a month. He did it the right way. By the way, I still weigh less than him. I've kept the fucking weight off. I still way less than him. And Mark and the movie, I think, were like, yo, we need you bigger. So they're having him put on weight. I think he put on 150 pounds.
Oh my god.
That's fake news. By the way, I love fucking with Ari and Tom so much. I can't even tell you.